This is a quick tip for Windows on how to completely format your hard drive, removing all the partitions, including the OEM ones and any protected partitions. This is particularly useful if you've just taken a hard drive out of an old laptop or a desktop and it was used for the operating system, because it's very likely there'll be a lot of partitions on there you can't delete. So the first thing to do is obviously plug your disk in. I'm using a USB caddy. You can do it however you want. So I'm going to push the Windows key on my keyboard and start typing the word part, and then I'm going to click here where it says create and format hard disk partitions. Click yes, and now this is basically going to show the disks connected to my computer at the minute. I've got a few externals. I've got one external, sorry, and two internals here. And this drive, I know for certain, is the drive I've inserted. Firstly, I can see that it's got the several partitions. You can normally delete partitions by just right-clicking and saying delete volume, but in the case of this partition here, there's no option, and I want to delete that. I want to wipe the whole lot in one go. So basically, the way to do this is I'm going to right-click on the Windows icon. I'm going to go to Command Prompt Admin and click yes, and then I'm going to type in here disk part, push enter, then I'm going to type list disk, and it's giving me a list of my disks. Now I can see here that disk 2, I know that this is the one, I know this is the right size. What we're about to do here will wipe an entire hard drive, so be 100% certain, and obviously eject any disks that you're not using just to make it a bit safer. But I can see here that it's disk 2 there. I know it's disk 2 here. It's the same, it's the file size I'm expecting. So I'm gonna type in here select disk 2, and now if I do list disk again, I can see that there's a little star there, so I know that that's the disk selected, and this is definitely the right size. So now I'm going to type clean and push enter. It's going to take a little while. This is basically completely wiping the disk. That was quite quick actually. And now you can see it's actually updated here, so I can see that this disk now has nothing allocated to it. So now I'm going to create, in fact it should probably ask me to format the disk. Let me just open that up again. Part. Yep. Here we go. Right. So the disk now, I've completely wiped it, and obviously it needs to have some sort of file system on it. This is definitely the disk I've formatted. I'm personally going to go with this GPT. It's the more modern, slightly better performing partition style. MBR, you pretty much only use that with like Windows 7 32-bit and older 32-bit systems, and it's only really applies to when you're installing an operating system on it. So if you're just going to wipe a disk and you're going to use it for storage, which I am, then it doesn't make any difference anyway. So I'm just going to go with GPT, and it shouldn't take long. I'll just make this a bit bigger. So now I can create a new volume on this disk, and it should pick the exact size. If you want to do lots of partitions here, you can start messing about, but I don't want that, so just click next. I'm going to give it a drive letter of Q because I'm using this with some other disks, so I'm happy with that. And I'm going to do it as NTFS because it's pretty much the best option. You can go with exFAT, but that really only is suited to memory sticks and stuff like that. And I'm going to just give it a name of 500 gigabytes for now, and click next and finish, and it shouldn't take long. There we go, that's it. So my hard drive is completely formatted now. I've got all the partitions out of the way, and that's it really. Hopefully this tip has been useful to you. If it has, please give me a thumbs up, or if you'd like to leave a comment, please do that. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.